has a real policy in there that does not allow due process rights once that is implemented. What is your thought on
the SB 310, Senate Bill 310 that he's talking about is the, I think the correct name is the Child's First Bill, but also known as the tenure bill, the teacher tenure bill. And what that bill does, actually does a lot, and it's in committee too. You got a House version, you got a Senate version. Nobody knows what the final version is going to be. One of the main things that bill does is, right now, a teacher that is, I guess, convicted or for the process of losing their job has to go through a process where they go through federal mediation, and they continue to pay up to a year or more until they're fighting their appeal. What this bill does is basically say within 70 days you'll be paid, but also you'll have a court hearing to decide one way or the other. If you win your court hearing, you get paid during those 70 days. And that's one of the biggest sticking points of that bill.
My question, though, is in regard to the real policy that is part of the bill that passed by the Senate. It incorporates a real policy, which is reduction in force. But under that, it allows for boards of education not to be documented as when they implement reduction in force. They don't have to document that it is due to a lack of funds or lack of teaching position. It also says temporary hires, which is people like reading teachers and stuff like that, are considered temporary hires because that is not a permanent program under by the State Department of Education. And therefore it allows for the use of those real policies to dismiss teachers regardless of status, years of service, or anything like that. So what the school systems can do is implement real policies, get rid of people, then come back and hire less experienced teachers when they say their funding has improved.
Yeah, and that's one of the concerns. Matter of fact, is that that wasn't the purpose. The way it was written, the purpose of the way it was written is they didn't want to give a temporary personnel tenure within 3 years, but they wanted the right to, if there's a temporary person, to work through that. And that's one of the issues that, matter of fact, they're working through the committee. So I don't have an answer for that because the House version is different from the Senate version, and that was one of the big controversies going into the final passage of the bill.
And that's what I'm just speaking as what passed in the Senate.
Right.